this is Dennis Dunning. I'm going to be tying up a Hippie Stomper today, and the body style is going to be that of a Herl Coachman. And so the top foam will be black, and the bottom foam will be green. Stacked like that on top of the hook. Going to have Peacock Herl for the body, and some red Floss for the red Herl Coachman look. The tail is made of moose mane, which is very durable and floatable. Grizzly hackle for the wrap around the belly, or thorax, whatever you want to call it. And I've got rubber legs I use, black and silver. Here's the fly I'll be tying. It's a Hippie Stomper with a Herl Coachman body type. I'm tying it on a Fireholeoutdoors Barbless, number 419. That's one extra long shank and double wide hook gape for hooking the fish. Geniusly engineered. Nice hook. And so, without any further ado, I'll just pull this fly right out of my vise and get me a hook. I thought I had one out, but it's a number 10 for easier tying. I keep my hooks in a nice compartmentized plastic box. Got a snap-on latch. Keeps your hooks very safe in case you spill them. They shouldn't go everywhere. I'll put some Sally Hansen right on that hook before I put the thread on, and that way it should grab hold of that hook real good, because we're going to be putting a lot of materials on this fly, and they like to roll on that hook if you don't have it protected, cemented down. So start about 3 eye lengths behind the eye with your thread. Wrap it all the way back to the bend. Trim it off. And then come back forward a little bit. Right behind that start point. And then wind back. That should build up the thread pretty good. Now we need to clip us off a little bit of moose mane. That's just enough for the tail. Pull all the fuzz out of it. Put it in a stacker. And hopefully those will line up evenly. Yeah, they look pretty good. Got one stout one in there I'll pull out. Okay, 1 hook length long on the tail. Wrap the line forward over the moose mane, and then wrap it back to the tail. Clip off the excess mane, And when I get back to that tail, I like to put a couple of loops on it. Kind of keep that tail up in the air a little bit. There. That look nice? Yeah. I don't know if we're close enough or not. And put some Sally Hansen on there. And we're going to run that thread through the Sally Hansen one more time. Up once and back down once. And put some more Sally Hansen on there to hold the foam on. Ample amount. And I just happen to have a couple of strips here. I put the green on top of the black. And the black will go down on top of the hook with the green on the top. Pinch it. Pull tight. Just not tight enough to break the thread. Make sure you pull tight at all times. We want that material hooked solidly to the hook, so it won't twist and turn. There, the tail sticks out real nice, so that's far enough back. And we need some Peacock Herl. About 3 or 4 strands. Because if one breaks, you still got a bunch of them on there, so we use 4 strands. Because this stuff is kind of brittle, so you need to cut back from the point a little bit. Get rid of that brittle feathers. While we're down here this time, I'm going to put a half hitch right there. A couple of them. Now I'm going to finish that head off because we won't be back to finish that head. So we'll have the head already whip finished. Wind the thread back to the beginning and come up just a little bit. Start turning the Herl. It stands out real nice. Twist back towards the Herl, and that'll lock it in good. And then come out over the front there with the Herl, because we're going to put in some floss. Beautiful red floss. This stuff is beautiful. Really looks nice on that fly next to that green Herl. And then just lock that in. Back towards the Herl. And then tie down that floss real good. And let's put some hackle pliers on that floss. That way we can twist it once without twisting it too tight. And I think that's good enough. Tie that floss down real good. And grab that Herl with the hackle pliers again. Twist. Twist. One broke. So we'll just cut that out of there. See, we still have 3 strands left, so we're all right. Wind back towards the Herl. Lock it in. Cut. Oops. Okay. Come up right behind the Herl there like that. Pull the foam over, pick that tail up, that looks nice, and just do 4 or 5 turns with your thread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut the foam. Oh, not that far above the eye of the hook. Okay. Now for the legs. We'll use that black and silver. And I like to cut it one left side length. Got one left there, so I'll cut it off. Then I double that. I get 2 equal pieces, equal length. Like that, even. Cut. Tie on. We want the legs to go behind the tail just a little bit, and the front leg head of the foam a little bit. Same on the other side. Pull it through if you want to make it the same length. Here. So we'll just go ahead and trim that rear legs a little bit past the tail. And then front legs a little bit past the foam. Now when I say a little bit past, that's about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, I put some Sally Hansen down in that crevice there, and I'll show you why. I got a little bit of ice fur, white in color. Just stick that on there. And we want that rear wing about half the length of the front one. That's pretty close. Keep moving the legs, they keep moving on you, so you have to keep moving them back in place. Be centered on that green layer of foam. Now for the Grizzly hackle, I like to use the hackle down towards the tail. That way you get a lot of fibers, and I like this fly to have a lot of feathers around that thorax. Makes it look nice and you can see it better. Just trim the end of the feather so you can catch it in the notch there. And grab it with the hackle pliers and start turning. Make sure you pull that back wing back out of the way. Twirl, twirl. Keep zigzagging back and forth so you won't get any hackles trapped. That makes a poor looking fly when that happens. And then zigzag the thread back and forth over the hackles, catching all those ends so they won't slip out. And then just be careful when you trim that you don't cut the thread or any legs. Now I like to use my whip finisher and put some hitches on that. Keep it nice and wiggle that back and forth too so it won't trap any feathers. Pull tight on that. Cut the thread, turn it over, you're almost done. All we gotta do is clip the feathers. We don't want any feathers down in the water. And then that looks pretty clean. Now, put a little bit of Sally Hansen on the bottom part of those hackles we just cut off. And this will lock them in place. They won't be pulling out. And use your bodkin tool to push that cement right down into the bottom of that next to the hook. And that'll keep that on there nice and strong. Reposition the legs before the glue dries. And there we have it. Enjoy the rest of your year. Hope you catch a lot of fish. Tight lines, everybody.